Alrighty, guys, welcome back to the Iconic Podcast. Tonight we have a fucking crazy episode. We're going to be addressing the nation, and tonight, Tony and I, no introduction is needed, but Tony and I are joined with, yet again, the one and only Mark Walsh.
What's going on?
This is gonna be a banger episode. We got a bunch of shit to touch on, but first and foremost, we are shooting the pod on 9/11, so I did want to give my condolences, my respect to anyone that was involved in the attacks, to all the families, the whole nine. I think that now more than ever, America is facing a very difficult time, and I think that a lot of people are starting to kind of wake up to the madness that's going on in the country right now. So, boys, I'm excited to dive into this convo, and the crazy thing to me is I almost feel like it's one thing after the next, because yesterday when I woke up, I was having a conversation with my brother because I was just informed about the Ukrainian girl that was in North Carolina that got stabbed, and like that just
horrible, bro.
That just fucked my whole day up.
Yeah.
And then shortly after that, I get hit up from Tony, and he's like, "Bro," and I'm like, "What happened?" He's like, "Charlie Kirk just got hit." And the first thing I did was go to Twitter, bro. Thousands of videos on that, thousands of videos. So every fucking angle too. So I think that the first thing that we should do to kick off the pod is, like, let's kind of just like break down that video. I want to get both of your opinions on like what just went on. So like I'm gonna start with you, Mark. Hit me up with this.
All right, let's do it. So I was at work. Obviously, I got a text from my brother. He was like, "Charlie Kirk just got shot in the neck." Immediately, my reaction is like when you get news that like out of nowhere, you know it's real. He fucks with me all the time, sends me crazy shit. This I immediately knew was real. I checked Twitter. Of course, the video's right there. It's terrible. This man's a father. He's got children. He's got a wife.
That's what I feel most bad about, dude.
Right.
Man, the fact that his family has to watch that video the same way that we all just did, dude, the whole country felt. If you didn't feel something when you watch that video, I don't care what side you're on, left or right. If you didn't feel something in your heart when you watch that video, you are not the same as us. Like the people that are doing shit like this, the people that are getting behind murder out in the open. This guy is doing a debate. You can go up there. If you really disagree with them, you can actually go and voice your disagreements with them. Why do you think in America we've got to a point where people are convinced they have to shoot each other because they have a difference of opinion? It's disgusting.
I 100% agree, and I'm going to tell you what, guys. I personally think that someone genuinely, and we're going to dive into this, I think that someone wound up putting the hit out on Charlie, but agreed with you. Anyone that takes any life, doesn't matter what side of the political spectrum you're on, doesn't matter what the frick you believe in, doesn't matter if you're from Israel, Palestine, Ukraine, Russia, whatever, like, that's not cool, and I think it should very much be an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth type thing,
right?
And not just saying that from my own side. It's like this shit's got to, like, there's some shit has to change. I think that America has to fucking wake up.
Yeah, and I think even more than ever, right? I don't think this should initiate a war. I think that's the last thing we need, and I do also feel like, and this is kind of where we dive into conspiracies a bit. For some, in my perspective, it almost sounds like that's what maybe some foreign nations want, right? Because this is the way we fall apart. We blame the left, we blame the Dems. Keep in mind, guys, we also got to be objective here. We don't know who did it. The killer's still at large. We don't know what ideology that person had. I know right now, I don't know if you guys heard, they found like these markings in the bullets that the guy shot him with. Something was and Antifa was like transphobic, something along those lines. But
which could have been planted.
Right.
Like any evidence that's found around the crime scene could very well be planted.
And that's, I think that's the crazy thing about all this, right? It's the day before 9/11, right? Yeah. Not only was he wasn't killed like in public, like, some murders tend to happen where you're walking down the street, somebody like, what happened to CEO? Dude, it happened at a college campus. Like, I can only imagine what the end goal is here too. Like,
you're making a statement, a big statement.
When
you murder someone whose whole thing is free debate in front of college kids
at a campus. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not as secure as like a jail or whatnot where there's footage everywhere. But it's like, how the fuck does like no one see a guy? Because unless you got a fucking ladder, how do you get up in the roof?
Bro,
how do you access a school facility?
Shooting,
we were talking about that. Why is no one checking the roof?
Yeah, you would have thought they learned their lesson after what happened in Pennsylvania, bro.
Like how do you get access first of all to the roof? Right, we got to get those details. Did the guy have credentials to get inside? Did no one saw him inside? Like,
apparently there's a staircase that leads directly to the roof. No checks. Obviously, bro, like we all know, there's cameras everywhere. So there was cameras that did apparently catch this guy going up to the roof.
There is like very.
But if there's no one watching the camera footage while shit's happening, then no one's gonna see it until after the fact. Then basically your camera that's supposed to be like a live feed to make sure nothing is going on really just turns into 3 hours after a crime happened, let's go see who did it.
Right? No,
you're not preventing the crime from happening.
Exactly.
You're just going back to see who did it after someone got shot.
Bro, exactly. saying with this and the same shit with the Trump case. I remember there were videos with this and
Right.
that where people were literally filming. Like they go, is that a person on the roof? And it's like, why are these questions not being raised before someone has to get killed?
Dude, what pisses me off more than anything, I don't know if you guys seen like the most like recent footage of the guy on the roof. Bro, they're all blurbs. Like all fucking blurbs. Like no one when they were recording the event, no one had an angle at least somewhere along the lines where we could see a person. And that's where I'm more leaning towards this might have been a setup, right? Because the person who shot him, first of all, they're estimating was over 150 yards. And dude, straight in the neck, I mean, let's be honest, the average neck size is what? Less than half a foot, maybe 8 inches at length.
Maybe 8 inches.
And dude, to aim directly right on that artery, right? Or the I think it's called like the cortoid artery or whatever it's called, where you could die instantly with that precision. Like, dude, one round.
Anyone that's fired weapons before knows that like that's not an easy shot. That is not an easy shot at all.
Like to kind of give like a little bit of credit to the police there. Listen, they have a very difficult job. They're securing the scene to be able to spot someone 200 yards away on a roof. Think about it. Think about that distance. First of all, that's pretty hard. Like I understand that like everyone wants to blame them and blame the security team and blame everyone because there's always someone to point the finger at. Right. But at the end of the day, bro, it's pretty hard to spot a little like as you're saying, it's a little blurb on top of a roof over there. It's pretty hard to be able to tell. Oh, that guy's got a rifle. And seriously. You know what I mean? Yep.
Yeah, dude. And I think that's even what's very interesting though is there had to be a fall guy. This is my other thing about this whole thing. I thought they caught the shooter immediately. And it's this guy.
They thought they caught the shooter. The FBI director fell for it.
The guy himself was owning to it.
He was. Kill me now. Dude, he had a pellet gun. I don't know if you guys saw that. He had a legit pellet gun. It came out. Shit. You guys can look this up. What they caught him with was with the rifle they thought they caught him with was a legit pellet gun.
Yeah, so they had an instant fall guy that was ready to take the blame immediately to throw off the cop's scent. What does that do? That creates a 15-minute buffer for this guy to escape the scene. He gets out of there. Before you know it, he's probably on a jet. He's probably he's gone. Like if this was some sort of deep state Mossad or I don't want to go down that route. But
you know what happened to last guy
these days, bro.
We gotta be careful what you say.
You have to put all these things into account. If it was something like that, this is a professional job. They're gonna distract the local PD. The local PD aren't going to be in on it. If this was a hit job or whatever, then the fact is the police they were sure that they had the guy to the point that the FBI director tweeted out, we have the suspect in custody.
We have the shooter.
Yep.
So for the FBI director to literally fall for that shows you how elite of a trick or scam this was that was going on. Man.
I don't know if you guys caught the Fox News debrief this morning.
I was right about to dive into that.
Yeah, and I only watched a few minutes of it, but basically what they said is that the people they caught, because there was multiple people they arrested that were people of interest. They weren't suspects. They weren't anybody that really had some kind of involvement in it.
Yeah.
There was people of interest. Do not harass them. They had no idea. This is who we thought was the person. Now they got a picture of the suspect, obviously. But
can I just say something about that picture real quick? Bro. And this is not breaking news at all. But literally since the 90s when Bush was president, we've known that the CIA has literally been able to create disguises that with latex that are so realistic that they can be in your face to face, and you won't be able to tell the difference. So let's say if there is a deeper line behind this, there's a chance that face that everyone's looking for right now, there's a chance that's just a little latex mask.
Right.
Like we don't actually know if that's actually what the guy looks like.
Listen, I 100% agree with you. I have a couple things I want to talk about. I feel like first things first. And by the way, guys, make sure you fucking subscribe to Iconic because you're not going to get this coverage anywhere
else.
100%.
But what I want to say, I genuinely feel like you like think about this. You leave a paper trail with anything that you do nowadays. If I friggin' run through an Easy Pass and the shit's popping up in my mailbox, so I feel like there has to be a way for this guy to eventually be tracked down. Now, also, I feel like I definitely want to dive into like all the conspiracies and stuff around this, but
there's a ton.
But one of the things that struck me the most, I'm sure you guys saw this. It was a clip of a guy right after the shooting happened, and he was on Fox 5, and they were interviewing him, and they were like, hey, like, do you think this guy, whatever his name was, Zinn, wound up committing the murder? And he's like, no, I know that guy. He's broke. He's old. He's off his shit. He's off his meds.
It was like George
he's
like
Zern,
yeah.
And then when he starts going into like, yo, the person that did this, whoever this was a skilled assassin that was able to take out a shot.
They probably cut that off air.
Right away.
No way, really?
They literally cut him off mid-sentence, and it's like, bro, like the signs are right.
That was
the
guy.
face,
the video I think it was Colin who said like literally when he's on the street, they were interviewing him.
Yep.
They cut him off immediately.
Yeah. They're not gonna let any media
coverage.
No,
because right now what they don't want is to create like a panic.
No, they want you to think that it was some idiot. Listen, we all saw that. I don't want to get the channel wrong.
MSNBC.
MSNBC came out. There was a reporter there, and immediately goes, for all we know, this was a Trump supporter, a Charlie Kirk supporter that just shot out
the
his
gun.
support, and he accidentally shot
It's
this guy
like-
in the neck from 200 yards. Like,
Bro,
who is this idiot?
the most
first of
messed
all?
up most messed up thing is some stupid people in America believe
That,
shit.
yeah, they would believe it. Yeah, they would think, oh, someone actually pulled out their rifle and just no scope the guy. Like, what the fuck?
I just happened to be standing on a roof 200 yards away, shooting out a celebration, shoot this guy in the neck.
So I feel
Come
like
on, man.
I've just been seeing like so many people like really dive into and dissect this video so deeply.
Yeah.
And one of the things that just kind of like really stood out to me that I was kind of like, that seems like kind of odd is if you look at the guy with the white hat right behind him.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
I did
almost
see that.
seemed like he was doing signals, like he was tapping his hat,
Right,
tapping his
grabbing his
ear.
nose.
It's like right in your face now. Look, I don't want to be the guy to make a conspiracy about everything,
Right.
Because there's people even saying like, "Oh, Charlie Kirk didn't really die because the chest popped out. He had a bulletproof vest on, whatever it may be." But
Right.
when you see things like that, I feel like there were definitely people in on this, and this was 100% a hit.
What I will say real quick is, and I see your perspective on that for sure, but what I will say is that if it was a professional hit job, I highly doubt that they would have. I know this, but I highly doubt they would have a security guy standing there to tip his hat, and that's when you do it. You know what I'm saying?
It wouldn't be that obvious, to be fair. Yeah.
But I'm not even saying it wouldn't be that obvious. Like the shooter on the roof has a mission. Like this guy tipping his hat. You know what I mean?
Look,
like
fair enough.
Regardless, you're there to make the shot.
Right.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I could definitely see.
But I know
where
what you're
going
saying.
with
It happened
that.
2 seconds after.
I could get what you're saying. It happened 2 seconds after first, and the other thing is, like, when it happened, it was on a very, from what I've been like doing my little research on, it was a very critical question about trans people and guns. So the fact that it happened on that instance, like,
Yeah, you're
we
right.
We don't know what could happen. Like, maybe he tipped it like, "Hey, this is the time," and the other guy, like, we don't know. You know?
And I'm almost more curious, right? Because the way this was set up, right? If we build that parallel, because it's not the first time a right wing speaker, right wing person with that ideology has been attacked. Obviously, we all know the president currently right now was part of that.
Steven Crowder's been attacked
Steven
multiple times
but
while
dude,
doing the same thing.
I'm starting to see some similarities here. Someone from a high roof, right? I mean, we could even go as far back as JFK, right?
Yeah.
You get from a high spot, and for whatever reason, people miss him, and they get a clean shot and they take him out. Yeah. And I'm almost more shocked. I feel like they might have tightened up the way they're doing this, because the guy that missed Trump missed by like a hair.
Yeah.
Which
Bro.
is still, there's still so much
By
like
the way,
discussion.
that guy's shot was dead on. If Trump didn't turn his head to look at the projector behind him, if that didn't happen, Trump was dead right now.
Right.
I can guarantee you, civil war would have already happened.
Oh, it would have been a whole mess.
By the time that we're sitting here together and we're able to have this conversation, there's a good chance that this country would have been in cil war if Trump was killed that day. You know how it is, man.
I very much agree.
And this guy, whoever did it was probably so scoped, because if you guys ever look at it frame by frame, right? Charlie Kirk asks us questions like, oh, referencing gang violence, right? And he's leaning forward. Dude, the instant he just leaned back, like immediately, dude, he was patiently waiting for that fucking shot.
It was a perfect shot.
It was a perfect fucking shot, which is so nuts. And I mean, you look at all the backlash now, right? And it's so scary how the media can be. Immediately they want to point a finger. Immediately they want to incite some kind of. So obviously the people celebrating this, they're very disgusting people, right? I think having no opinion about it is better than having a very negative and.
Well, that might be part of why it happened.
That's
you know
probably,
what I mean?
Yeah.
They want people to start fighting online. That's
what's
it's
happening right now.
leading to. Yeah.
Anywhere you go right now, we've seen it all over the place. Anybody who supported him, they're getting hate comments. Anyone who's is celebrating it, they're also getting hate comments. They're all trying to get canceled.
Not for nothing. Like, if you celebrate anyone's death, you're a certified sack of shit.
Yeah. I agree.
Well, not anyone's, but like when Osama bin Laden died, we celebrated.
Right.
Fair enough. Fair enough. That's true.
But Charlie Kirk does not have blood on his hands. Yes, he might support people who do have blood on their hands, and he might be supporting Israel or whatever. But at the end of the day, man, this is a father. This is an American. This is someone who has the right to have an opinion. Doesn't matter how different you feel. It doesn't matter how different your ideology is. It doesn't matter what you're taught in school, in college, and you believe that this guy is the enemy. He's not. Simply, he's an American.
He's just a regular American having an opinion.
The same way you have your opinion, he can have his opinion, man.
Exactly.
It's disgusting that the country has went this way.
I agree, and it's like, for me, I have many people that I don't agree on their opinions. They have these radical, crazy opinions, but I'm not going out, getting a rifle, and shooting them.
Bro, we can agree to disagree. As a country, that's
we
just
can't,
how we always had to be.
We're never gonna be what's that, kumbaya. We're never gonna be that. That's just flat out how it's never gonna 100%. Work. And you can protest, you could get aggressive peacefully, and share your frustrations, but never to where people are losing their lives.
I just saw you did a video on this, and this just pissed me the F off. The guy that once Charlie got popped, he went behind the scenes and started stealing.
I think that was AI though. I heard some things that might have been edited. I don't think the guy was there.
I don't think that was AI.
Anthony, bro.
No, being
trying to fucking take on my video, bro.
Yo, everything's AI now.
He's got a good point. There's a lot of people that are coming out saying this is AI, that's AI. I do believe that video was verified, though. To be fair.
No. I'm just asking. I was like, I was looking at over the guy with the curly hair, right? With the white curly hair, who was like this.
No.
I
No,
see what
no,
you're
no.
talking about. No, I'm talking about the guy who actually looted the tent.
Yeah, the guy who looted the tent.
Someone
like,
went and started stealing shit.
Oh,
from
no.
the
I'm
Like-
talking about the one. There's two videos.
I saw
Yes.
that video.
There's
I
another
saw
one where the
one
guy
too.
gets shot and there's like a guy in like the background, like not in
There's
the
a
background.
chance that's AI.
There's definitely a
that
chance.
actually might be
Yeah,
AI.
that might be AI. Yeah.
That dude jumps around, turns to the camera, and starts celebrating.
Yeah,
Like, bro,
dude. I'm like, what the fuck?
that looked like an AI
man?
video. Yeah.
No, but the one where like the black guy,
looter.
yeah, he's grabbing the freaking hats and he's throwing them out, and then he gets kicked out by security.
Yo,
Yeah.
can I tell you something, dude?
Yeah.
What a fucking dirtbag.
No, 100%.
I mean, people.
Like, I'm not gonna lie.
No,
Like
I
when I
agree.
when I just see that, I just say, "Hey, bro, who are you? Bring you to me. I'll be happy." No, I'm not kidding you. I'll be happy
I
to
love
teach
that.
you a lesson. Bring me your fucking parents,
Right.
bro. You go. Someone just gets shot in the neck. They're
Nah,
dying, and you go to loot.
It's heartless.
Oh, it's so hard.
It's disgusting.
But you
It's
know what it
despicable,
shows?
though.
It just shows the mindset that these people have. So you can literally, that's how desensitized the country is right now. You just watch someone get shot,
In the
and
neck.
the first thought in your head is free shit. You know
Imagine
what I'm saying?
that.
Like,
Bro,
we've seen this
that's
in hood
disgusting.
shootings. We've seen this everywhere. Someone gets shot in the hood. Someone gets shot.
First thing to
whatever.
do is check your pockets.
Yeah, the first thing they do is go over and check
Bro,
your pockets.
yo, let's make this make sense. Let's make this make sense, right? George Floyd gets killed. Tragedy. People are
tragedy, great.
upset. All of a sudden, people are looting stores. Make the connection for me, dude, because I can't understand it.
Like that's the and you know what's crazy, right? When you
It's
look
the
at a big
craziest
picture,
thing ever,
it's
bro.
like
It is.
I understand a peaceful protest marching towards it. I'm all for that, but it's like, you know what the worst part was? If you really do look into the data, a lot of the places looted were black-owned businesses. So it's like
know.
we're here to support a cause,
Yeah.
but you're just looting your own neighborhoods.
That's
so it's like, what are we
crazy,
here to really support? I mean, on the other side, right? If it was more white focused, I would understand that. But I'm like sitting here, I'm not getting the picture, right? Like, what are we
Well, do you
trying to
guys remember
accomplish?
how all that was started off? So when there was originally peaceful protests and stuff,
Yeah.
they caught this guy who was like a federal agent, it turned out, and he was dressed up in a mask and hoodie, just going around smashing windows. You guys see that? Like, he was trying to start that
He
whole.
was trying to incite
during
something,
the
yeah.
BLM riots. He was like trying to start this whole thing. People started. They were like, "Hey, don't break the windows." They started
Right.
recording him and shit. This guy like disappears.
Yeah.
But the reality is that that's the type of mindset where. I'm not blaming the people that are going around looting and everything, but I'm saying that some of them were definitely paid to go and do that and to cause a ruckus. So whenever the protest or whatever happens, let's say if the government wants to shut it down, the way they
Right.
shut it down is go get someone to go smash that window. Because the second that window smashed, someone's looting that store, and now we have a reason to shut down the whole protest.
Well,
yeah.
a great example, right? What happened with the ICE raids in LA and those protesters that were shutting down all the highways in LA. And then there's all these like things going on where there's the Craigslist ads where they're literally paying people to just show up and protest, and they're
What?
getting paid. They're paid actors, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You could- there's
Well,
there's
no,
a whole
full
Hold on a
career.
second. Like this, no, because I'm being honest. Like this is new to me, so I know this is gonna be new to the audience. Like break that down, Tone. So people are putting up Craigslist ads.
at the time when as the ICE raids are going on now, like they've shifted. So in LA specifically, what ended up happening was they wanted people to protest against these ICE raids, right? Obviously, they didn't want these illegal immigrants to get deported.
Yeah.
So what they were doing is these people, there's a whole network of this. We're putting up these Craigslist ads. We're like, hey, we need you to protest with us for like 3 to 4 hours. We'll pay you $25 an hour. We'll feed you everything. Just show up at this address, and we'll give you signs, and you gotta go crazy. That was literally, and they shut down so many highways. We're looting. We're throwing rocks at the ICE agents. That's why like the whole freaking city almost got shut down.
Guys,
because of that.
listen, I'll tell you what. Like I feel like
It's a crazy place.
this
man.
is like a pivotal key moment in
history,
American
yeah.
history, and I feel like believe it or not, but the Charlie Kirk shooting will be in some sort of history textbook going forward.
Oh no, this is like the whole thing.
Yeah.
Turning point. This is the turning
Yes,
point.
This point,
and I feel like at the same time, like Charlie Kirk's killer. And by the way, when I say Charlie Kirk's killer, it's not like, oh, I'm a massive Charlie Kirk, because I don't give a shit.
No,
But it's
yeah.
like any killer.
Right.
The guy that killed the Ukrainian woman on the bus.
Same thing. That was
Yo,
horrible.
you know what I'll tell you, dude? It shouldn't be the death penalty. And I've said this so many times. I'm going to say it again. I don't give a shit if I sound like a broken record. America needs to be more like North Korea. If you don't agree with me, I don't give a shit.
You gotta be careful when you say that statement because that could be so misinterpreted.
Okay, yeah,
He's about to be very specific,
No,
I think.
yeah, I'm about to break it down. No, listen, I'm about to break it down, boys.
Break it down.
If you look at these kind of places, right?
Right, they're capital punishment.
You commit an atrocity like this guy did. He killed an innocent Ukrainian girl on the bus, right? You know what they do? They'll take you and your bloodline and they'll hang you publicly. They'll put it on the fucking camera.
Yeah.
Not this. Oh, you go on death row. They're gonna get a firing squad. That's not right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's not right.
Bro, this guy deserves to be publicly
Bro,
humiliated.
you
and killed
take
in
him to
front of
New York
everyone.
City, right
Yes.
over here. You tie him up by the legs and the arms. You put an apple in his mouth. You throw him to the Crocs, bro.
This
I'm
is
not
gonna
kidding
get
you.
your podcast censored.
I'm being no,
we can cut that one. And I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
I know because the thing is this: we don't have real consequences.
We
out
don't
here.
know.
The
Right.
guy that killed the Ukrainian girl, he was let out of jail 15 times.
Right.
One time for taking advantage of a 4-year-old baby, bro.
Yeah, that's really fucked
Bro,
up.
bring this guy to my face. I will destroy him.
Not
bro.
just him, but we need to think about who who is actually letting this guy out of jail? What judge
Hold the judges accountable, bro.
Dude, exactly. What judge is sitting here and they're like, okay, this is your 14th time. You know what? I think we'll let you out this time. Let's see what happens.
So
exactly,
at
bro.
some point, you got to realize this guy is not going to change.
I agree with you, dude. People don't change, bro.
And here's my whole thing with it, right? They say he has schizophrenia, he's a mental. It's funny. I was having a discussion with my mom about this. I'm like, if they know that, put him in a mental hospital, rehabilitate the guy. Why are we just letting him out?
Yeah,
why is he if he's dangerous?
Why that doesn't happen anymore? America got rid of. Dude, there used to be literally mental hospitals where they would put all these schizophrenic patients.
Yeah.
You know what happened? Now there's way too many schizophrenics because of all the shit that's been going on and whatever drugs or whatever people are taking now. That there would be so many that it would cost the government an astronomical amount of money
probably
to fund
billions,
these mental
billions
hospitals.
of
That's why
dollars.
they shut them down.
It's so
Yeah,
nuts.
now they're out in the
but
streets.
Yeah, but we say that, but then at the same time, we're giving billions to foreign governments.
Yeah, which is
No,
also crazy.
Dude, I agree, man.
Yeah,
It's
there's
disgusting.
So it's like
we need to take care of our own house before we fucking go out and hand out money to the rest of the world
agree
as if
with you.
we have an unlimited bankroll. You know what the unlimited bankroll is? That's you working 40 hours a week and
Literally.
us taking 20 of those hours worth of fucking pay. man.
And by the way, the people that our government are giving the money to, guess what? They hate us.
Oh, they do? Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
They
yeah.
hate
Yeah.
us.
Oh yeah, if you go to these countries and you're like, "What's your opinion on Americans?" Fuck them.
Yo,
Yeah,
literally.
Look, this is
You go to
literally what
any
they
European
say,
country. I mean, look at a great example would be right now Spain. They got so pissed off at tourists, like, we don't want tourists here anymore. You know what's happened? Barcelona, all these cities, they're losing so much money because no one wants to come visit.
Yeah.
Spain, Italy. If they didn't have tourists, they wouldn't exist.
What they said.
Their whole economy is based off tourism.
Bill's coming at his home country.
No, but it's factual. It's
No, I know what
factual.
you're
There's no
saying.
word.
That's what I'm saying. But that goes back to
crazy,
like why the EU is like, oh well, why do you want to pull out? Well, it's like Trump said it best. He's like, well, we're giving you all this money. We're the guys paying the most, and what are we getting? Where's our end of this deal?
Yep.
It's so nuts. And I think that's the important thing now, and I think we all agree with this. It doesn't matter how you look at this. It doesn't matter what ideology you have. We know our country's right now fucked. Like plain and simple. It doesn't. Who cares? Right wing, conservative, whatever it is. We're in a bad spot. We're in a really fucking bad spot.
Philosopher who wrote down, like, he did a bunch of studies and checked out all through history and how long civilizations last. The average last is 250 years.
Yeah, we're like right there.
We're literally right there.
We're literally right there.
If you want to talk about when shit's about to go downhill, when there's a
This
good
is the
chance that
time.
something does go downhill, it's right now, bro.
I don't think we've been more divided than ever before. I don't think you could go out right now, have 10 conversations in New York City, which is extremely liberal, and have a conversation without some kind of hate. And you could be on both sides. You could be right wing having a conversation with a liberal, or you could be a liberal having a conversation with somebody else.
True.
I feel like there's so much hate right now between
Can I
between
tell
the
you
country.
why that's happening? Because we're all on our phones. Everyone is saying
Everybody's
their own
consuming all
thing.
this, yeah.
So on your phone, you could be right, I could be left. On my phone, I'm seeing something completely different. That I'm taught that you're the enemy, and on your phone, you're taught that I'm the enemy. So
Right.
then we actually go out in public and we see each other face to face. We have no words for each other. Look
Right.
at New York City, man. I mean, maybe it's just New York City is just such a big city, but because I came from like small town in Ireland,
Yeah.
When I first came here, my first time in New York City, I'm like, hello, how are you doing? I'm
Yeah,
talking
they're like,
to
what the
everyone
fuck
I
you
see.
done? Yeah.
And it was like, I realized after a while, like, oh, these people are straight up ignoring me. Like, I'm
Right.
saying like good morning to someone, and it's like nothing, like just dead face. Because Americans don't feel the same connection to each other. When there's so many people, I don't know if you've ever seen those old rat studies where they put so many rats in a container.
Yeah.
Eventually, the rats all start getting depressed, anxiety. They
Yeah.
start fighting. They start eating each other.
Never seen
but
that.
when you had a smaller amount of rats with even proportions and everything like
Right.
that, they're all happy to live.
Well,
But
yeah.
the second you
They have a
start loading
community.
in more and more, the closer they get, humans are the same, man. Like,
Yeah.
Damn, Mark, that was fucking deep. That's a good point, dude.
bro,
You're
it's
right.
what's happening.
At the end of the
man.
day, bro, dude, we're all friggin'
We're all animals.
Exactly.
We're all
right,
animals.
dude, we're all animals.
And to that point too, and what I'm starting to even realize more than ever, it's like kind of a little bit kind of what you said about the social media thing. Everybody consumes what they engage with and like on Instagram, like because I always like seeing both sides of it, right? We could be, everyone always likes to say, oh, the right wing's very righteous, whatever, and all these things, and the liberals a bunch of crazies, right? And I kind of wanted to get both sides of the coin, right?
Yeah.
So I started consuming a lot of left wing content just to kind of see what people are saying, and a lot of it's been like, oh well, and we're going to talk about Charlie Kirk specifically, and this is the arguments I've been seeing.
This is actually very interesting to me because I'll be honest with you, I
You
haven't
have to,
heard
you have
anything
to-
from the left side besides
you have
all
to
the
be
comments I've been
objective.
getting on my
Why
posts.
you've been getting like hate or something?
No, I've been getting a lot of people from the left commenting, "Oh fuck him, he was pro
Right,
this, he
right.
was pro that." They're basically bringing up opinions that Charlie Kirk had, and that's why he deserved to die.
Right.
That's so shot,
But
dude.
seeing that mindset makes me realize we are just like
Completely
we do not see things eye to
eye to
at
eye.
all.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I appreciate about the guy, at least the guy. He wanted to have this dialogue. And that's why even on my end, when I went in and I looked at it on the other side, I was like, why are they so upset? What didn't agree with him? And I understand about like abortion, right? I think that's a very touchy subject. As a Christian, they're about you don't abort a fetus, right? We can't agree as a government yet what's a
When
living
it's
thing
alive.
and all
When it's
that. That's
alive.
a very
Yeah.
sticky subject. Even I don't have no moral ground any way to be objective, or else I'd be in office right now to figure that thing out, right? I have no argument for that. But
Okay.
on his side, it was like, oh, he's pro-genocide. And it's like, what? It's like, oh, well, he supports Israel. And as we know, Israel right now is having that whole conflict with Palestine and the whole Gaza Strip. And we're an ally of it. Okay, fine. Fair game. That's also a fair point. Then we talk about the Second Amendment. Massive thing as well, right? And this is where a lot of that left wing are kind of getting to the point. They're like, oh, well, he said this is the price we have to pay, and everyone's kind of jumping on that.
Everyone hopped on that.
Everyone hopped. Well, oh, now here's the price he paid, right? But it's like gun reform is a real thing. That's a conversation to be had. So when you look at it a spectrum, it's like not everyone's wrong, but I don't think we need to be divided. I think there still needs to be a dialogue. But if we're all getting shot for it, like who's behind it really? Where is this really happening?
I very much agree, but at the same time, there's just something inside me where like, if you're actively celebrating Charlie Kirk's death or any human,
I agree with that. That's morally wrong.
I literally saw a kid with a megaphone saying,
"Oh, we saw it.
We got him in the neck. We got him in the neck."
What the fuck? Are you serious?
Yo, dude, I'm not even kidding, bro.
Bro,
and
no, it's really fucked up. Yeah,
when I see that, I'm like this. I'm like, bro, if I was walking on that street and I heard you saying that, I would not be cool.
No, it's fucked up.
I'm just ready for Nick to come out with some crazy shit. I need to start walking around with Nick whenever he's at some sort of public
when he goes,
just to make sure he keeps his cool.
Dude. You know people clip shit out of fucking context. When he was like, we need to be like Turkmenistan and North Korea, bro, you clipped that right there. You
were close. You were close,
bro.
No, but I respect it.
Is, man. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna play devil's advocate right there. So. That guy also has the right to have his opinion. So you want to go up and kick his ass and beat the shit out of him?
No, and that's the problem.
But here's the thing. You're celebrating a person that was just killed's death. Like, what kind of man are you?
Yeah, I get it. I completely agree with you.
Right.
But their perspective, if you go up and assault that guy, then they're gonna say, "Oh, you're obviously gonna have to go to jail for that." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna play.
And I think that's the issue, right? It's like if one side incites violence, it's almost like a natural reaction to sideline. And I think that's where we're fucked. We don't have a middle ground right now. No. It's either if you have right wing views. The argument is you're a fascist, right? You're pro-genocide. If you support Trump, you don't care about, you're transphobic, you're homophobic. There's these dialogues that start just because of some things that you believe in, right? Whether you're not an extremist, none of us are extremists. Whichever side we lean on, right? I always try to be as conservative as possible. Try to be in the middle. But the left wing, right? We think of it the same way, right? We look at our perspective. Yo, these people are fucking crazy. They're violent. They want to kill everybody. They don't care about America. They want it to burn. But it's also like, well, like what are you trying? They're trying to be inclusive. There's this DEI and B thing, but there's no middle ground. We don't have someone that's middle.
Well, here's the middle ground. If you were to actually sit down with someone from the farthest of the left and the farthest
of the right, yeah,
I guarantee you, in life, maybe not all these things that are right in front of you on your phone every day, but you would agree on majority of things about life, everything. Like, you're taught to believe that these few little things that you disagree on is the big reason why you have to hate each other, why you have to fight. Like, that's just not how this works.
That's how it's going to work.
People are going to have different opinions. And these few things that are different between my opinion and your opinion is no reason for violence.
Reason for violence. And I think that's the one thing we could all agree on. Like, as Americans, I think that's the one thing we need more than ever. I'm really hoping to God, like, Trump figures something out where we could start coming. Although there's
my guy, boys.
Can I tell you? Like, I hate to say it, it's not going to be Trump.
I don't think it's Trump.
Because the second Trump started talking about this, Charlie Kirk,
my God,
he's like the left. Like,
he's a fucking idiot.
He might be right. Like, yes, the left might be the reason behind the ideology that got Charlie Kirk killed. But at the end of the day, man, until the country starts realizing that we need to actually figure out how to unite as a nation,
right?
Which will never happen.
No, we'll never know.
It'll never happen. But until we figure out how to unite, then we can all live peacefully. But that's never going to happen. Like, to keep it real, that's not going to happen.
Kind of sticking to the theme. You know when we were probably the most united ever in history? The most united?
COVID?
No,
9/11.
9/11. I swear to God, when it was us versus them, when it was like, when it was Osama bin Laden.
That's a really good point. You're right.
That is the most. That's when we all stood.
Instantly, the enemy showed themselves.
Instantly, we're like, oh fuck.
Yeah, now you look at your neighbor. The little stupid little things that you disagree with him. They don't fucking matter. Because now you see who the real problem is.
Right.
And I'm not saying that we need to go to war.
No, we don't need none of that.
But I'm saying that if we do get involved in some sort of conflict or some country comes and attacks us, I guarantee you America will unite like you've never seen before.
I agree. And I think that's what we need.
That's the powerful thing about America. It doesn't matter. It's like a family. When a family is bickering back and forth and then someone else comes in and gets involved, the whole family unites and fucking gets
that. That's it.
Yeah.
And I think our problem now, though, I think
you're right about that.
I think as Americans right now, the big thing we have and what's really fucking us is we're overgeneralizing a lot of things, overjudging the hell out of things. Right? You make one comment, you say, I think we all should be paid equally.
Like
yeah. Like, we should all get healthcare. Oh, you're a fucking communist. That's how that's how right. Like
They
that's
just
the
take it
issue.
furthest way. Yeah,
It's like, or it's like, oh, I believe, I like Trump. Oh, so you're Hitler. You're in love with Hitler. It's like, motherfucker. Like,
instantly go to the worst
it's like,
points. Yeah.
let's take a deep breath here. Let's
Like,
have a
you guys see that
conversation.
video I just saw like earlier today where this guy was like driving past a Charlie Kirk vigil.
Oh my
and
God.
like,
yeah.
and like he screamed out like "F Charlie Kirk."
Yeah.
Yo,
The
mobbed.
guy started getting.
He got mobbed,
The
yeah.
guy got mobbed
God
instantly.
damn.
Yeah, but like at the end of the day, what are you doing? Like you're going there. Yeah, you have freedom of speech, but guess what? You can say whatever you want, but there's a good chance someone's gonna punch you in the face for it.
That's
Yeah.
the truth. Yeah. I
Like,
mean,
you're going to the wrong spot to start chanting "fuck Charlie Kirk." Like, have you lost your mind? The guy was just shot in the neck.
neck, it's like,
Yeah,
fucking
literally.
hell.
Like
It's-
when people have their emotions that high, that's when they act erratically. So all these people in the crowd, I guarantee you, everyone that attacked him, they're probably good family people. They're not able, like, and most people fall for this trap. They're not able to think of long term. Damn, if I beat the shit out of this guy because of what he just said,
Right.
my family can't get fed next month. My family's gonna get kicked out of their house because I'm gonna be sitting in jail.
They'll fucking like an
You
idiot.
understand? Like it's hard to think about the. Yeah, go ahead.
And this is why I'm also going to bring this up. This is why I think right now social media is a plague. Because think about a lot of things, right? Let's think of early 90s. The only way you could say something stupid, racist, fucked up to anybody anywhere was in fucking person. So whether or not, whatever you said, you were going to face consequences. So there was a lot more,
Oh, they
you're a lot more
followed-
measured.
They followed a lot straight of a line.
Yeah,
that
now
line
you
is like,
could say, you could
like,
say,
people are all over the place.
you could
Yeah.
say whatever the fuck you want now on the internet. And unless you get doxxed, you're not going to, you make a fake account, whatever,
By
you
the
could
way,
spread.
so many people getting doxxed
That-
for this Charlie Kirk thing.
Yeah,
So many people.
That's
getting
actually a
doxxed.
really good point that he just brought up, though, because now you're right. Yeah, people cannot, like, if you had a different opinion before, you say it to someone's face, you guys deal with it right there.
Right there, yeah.
But now people are able to go so far down one side.
One side.
Where all they see is their friends justifying this murder. So
Yep.
in their head, they think this is great, and then they go out in public, they say some shit, like, fuck Charlie Kirk right after he got shot.
Right, then you start
It's
seeing
over,
what's
bro.
happening.
Like,
Yep.
Like the people celebrating, right?
Dude,
The people
that's
dance.
insane, bro.
It's just because it's giving them the freedom. Which, to be fair, I'm like I said, I'm not inciting violence in any way. But it's like there's no consequences now. You could literally
There's no
be as
consequences.
disrespectful. You could be as disgusting as you want now online. You could do whatever you want online now.
Yeah.
No one's gonna punch you in the fucking face. No one's gonna. You're not gonna feel anything. And if you're good, right? You have a good VPN, right? You got ways to kind of not get tracked. Bro, look at all these bots. Like they always say about the Russian bots, Chinese bots, like influencing and creating these like fake comic sections to like make it seem, kind of start a narrative. I mean, dude, it's fucked
Yeah.
up, and that's
Yo,
what.
there's literal bot armies, bro. Someone can
Literally
just
bot
pay
armies.
for an army of bots to have whatever opinion.
Whatever
and that's
opinion.
only going to get worse with AI. You know now they can have hundreds of thousands of bots all fed something. There's these thing called like software followers that these accounts use, where basically they have hundreds of thousands of followers that are all completely fake. None of them exist. And anytime they want, they can just fucking get that army of fake followers to go attack someone, go like their stuff, go comment this, comment that.
Yep.
But you can always
Comment
spot
hate.
it. Whenever
always spot
you, if you go through any of these accounts, you can see all of these comments. They all sound the exact same. Like,
Yep.
Did you,
like very
yo,
slight
question.
differences.
Did you leave a comment under your own video recently?
Yo. To be fair, Colin was
I'm
an art
gonna
for
tell
that
you
one.
right now. Yes, I do have a bot account. I have like 3 accounts.
That's
or 4
so
accounts
fucking
that I
funny.
use to go on my page and increase engagement.
Dude,
It's
I
good.
love the one comment you left.
I'll spark wars in my comment section. Nick's a scumbag for calling me out for this.
We
right
might
now.
have to clip that. We can't.
No,
fucking
I
tell.
don't. No, I honestly don't mind. I don't mind. Dude, I will start actual wars in my comment section. You can probably spot. You can probably spot it, but it's pretty hilarious. Yeah, Nick's a scumbag.
Dude, it's like you just say. But that's my point. Though. Imagine that you could. It's even
Oh,
artificial.
dude, I'm doing it on like a very small
Yeah,
scale.
I saw this one comment in your video.
Yeah. You know who told us? Colin told us.
No, please say it. Say it.
Dude. I'll read it. Hold on. Yeah, read it.
Bring this out to
Oh, he
you.
screenshotted it?
Yeah, we screenshotted
Oh, wait,
it.
hold on. Is it a...
Oh yeah, no. It's
Wait,
the Charlie Kirk thing. It's about the Charlie Kirk.
Okay, let's be careful. Let's be
Yeah,
careful.
yeah.
Let's be
All right,
careful.
we'll do. Listen, I'm gonna read it, and then like, if you want to hear this, you gotta
We can't,
subscribe to the
we
Patreon.
can't. Oh, we can't put this one
Yeah,
out.
the funniest thing of all is like you put like an AI photo.
Bro, chill, because y'all are fucking...
No, we won't do it.
Yo, you know how much engagement I've increased by doing that shit?
Yo, Jason's been good.
No, dude, I had like one comment on one of
Put
my
people
other
on game,
viral
put people on
videos
game.
with like 50 responses. Like, people are going crazy.
Put people on game
yeah,
because
that's
this is
so
legit.
funny.
It's actually good game for people
That
online.
is. That is.
So what you're doing is make a
By the
fake
way,
account.
all your favorite influencers are doing it.
Doing it.
They have teams of people that
Oh,
are
yeah.
in their comment sections, sparking up engagement, starting fights, starting wars. A lot of the bots that you see online, bro, these bots is a real human sitting behind there coming up with these stupid ideas.
Yeah.
Dude,
bro.
yo, and what's insane though, there's a term for it. It's called rage baiting. Because dude, there are
Exactly,
some
yeah.
comments,
And it works,
I
bro. It
read them,
increases
I
your
want to
engagement,
comment.
yeah.
Like though, a great example, and it's funny because mine was like very tiny compared to like the really engaged one. When I will like when your first video went viral, the one about the AI attacks.
Yeah. That video,
And-
by the way, just hit 30 million views.
No way.
Yeah, bro, 30
Bro,
million.
that's
yeah.
crazy.
Wait,
I know.
when I said stop
Unbelievable.
smoking shrooms, Like, dude, that engagement was
comment went
crazy.
crazy.
Yo, I'll tell you what though, Mark. I feel like what also probably helped your video was Instagram came out with that repost feature.
Oh.
How many reposts?
Oh
did you
my
get, bro?
God.
Like
I'm
thousands.
just gonna say overnight that video changed. Like
Really?
the second that repost thing came out, I instantly started getting all these notifications, repost, and dude, that just skyrocketed everything. Like the repost, I'm not sure exactly how much extra engagement you're getting off a single person's repost. Like it's not like their entire following base is gonna see that.
You're
repost,
getting something though.
but you're
Yeah.
definitely getting like the people who watch the same type of videos as them. Instagram's gonna show them that repost.
Absolutely,
You know what I mean?
absolutely.
So it definitely does help increase engagement.
You know what's nuts? Like I remember, like that was like a big thing about Twitter, like getting retweets as well. Like same concept. But I don't know if you guys noticed recently when you go on your feed on X, when you see a post, if someone's like comment was very engaging, bro, like they'll get for one like like a one reply, but like when like the reply's on top, and the post on the bottom. Dude, you just see it there, 400K likes. I'm like, God dang. And that's not even including what the original post got.
Oh, yeah, it's
Dude,
crazy,
it's a
man.
game changer. I think Instagram saw that, and it's like a lot
right
of people's
about that.
a lot of people's content's getting fed
Yeah.
through, man. But yeah, boys, fucking, it's been a crazy couple.
It's been a
couple-
crazy, bro.
couple
It's been a
weeks.
crazy couple
Fucking
weeks, man,
A.
for everyone, man, for the whole country, bro.
Dude, what
It
do you?
really has, boys.
What is your thoughts right now? With the way things are going, what have you been hearing? I know, Mark, you're always our AI guy.
Yeah.
What do you think is gonna happen right now? Because I feel
Okay.
like more rage baiting. I feel like all that's gonna continue.
Yeah. I love that question. I'm going to tell you right now, everyone who's heard about, everyone knows 2027 is going to be the year. Like, apparently that's when all the professional AI guys are all coming out. They're saying 2027 is going to be the year when everyone realizes, holy shit, my job is gone.
Oh, yeah.
Robots are here. Like, 2027 is going to be the year that everything changes. Because right now, if you look at how fast AI is growing, like month after month, dude, like
The
let's
curve
say,
is exponential.
Yeah, when you have AI training AI. So the
Yep.
old AI models that humans were actually going in there, they were training, they were saying, okay, I want you to improve this. Now you just have AI training AI, bro. It's infinitely growing so much faster. It's going to be very dangerous in the next couple of years.
You bring up a great point, and I just wanted
Yeah.
to mention real quick. I saw this thing where it was like when Trump was giving his address to the nation about the Charlie Kirk thing or
Yeah.
whatever. Like there was one point where like his hand like suddenly moved some way, and someone's like, "Yo, there was like a cut or something happened here."
Yeah.
But then I saw underneath that post there was a video, or someone goes, "Well, let's go back to the video of Biden that was posted on his official Twitter account that was 100% AI." And when I saw it, I was like,
Dude.
I was like, bro, that looks so fake.
Yeah.
Bro, think about where we're gonna be in like a couple of years. Like you said, 2027.
the president will be making an announcement, and you will have no
No
way
idea.
of knowing whether or not that's the president.
No clue.
In fact, there's going to be people who are dead, who they will literally kill, and they will then take over their accounts, take over their social medias with their own ideas now, and have that person's face. Everything's up on there. You're going to have no idea.
Listen, I think that America right now is, like you said, at a turning point.
It
You
is a
said-
turning
you-
point.
You said it perfectly. I think that we covered the major part of this, and I want the audience to genuinely dive into this, dissect this in the comment section. And Mark, genuinely speaking, dude,
Yep.
love you to death. I appreciate
Hell yeah.
you pulling up because I hit you up on like super short
Yeah, we
notice.
literally hit him up
I
this
hit
morning.
Mark up this morning. We were at the gym, and I was like, "Yo, Mark, pod tonight, emergency pod. We got to talk about
Been
X, Y, Z."
Yeah,
He's like, "I'll be there. What time?" And
Dude, we killed it.
we killed it. We made it happen. So
Yeah,
Mark,
for sure. That was good, man. That was fun.
dude,
Good
I
voice.
appreciate you pulling up. Too. We definitely got to get you back on,
Yeah.
even again, because you bring a lot of value to the podcast.
You really do,
I
no.
really we could really dive into the whole social media thing and stuff another time. Like,
Oh, hell yeah.
There's real strategies behind this shit. You know
Dude,
what I'm saying?
seriously.
It's
No,
like,
Mark,
you don't
I
just
believe it.
overnight turn into like I almost have 90,000 followers right now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And what did it take you,
don't stop.
4 or
it didn't
5
just
months?
happen overnight. There was a lot
Yeah.
of thought process
Right.
that went into this. Go ahead.
No, just for the audience so they know, I remember you were at, what, 3,000 June 28th.
Yeah.
But at this point, you had already known how to go viral and all that.
So I had it all in my head. It wasn't until I really put down the weed that I actually like started locking in on
Dude,
my
that's
life. bro.
crazy,
Yeah.
man. 88. You're going to hit 100K by, I think, end of October.
Dude,
Easily.
if this keeps going out, I'm
Oh, the
gonna
way
hit
you're
100K
probably by end of the
week.
month.
I gained
Yeah.
5,000 followers in the last couple days, bro.
way.
I have a screenshot from yesterday at 83,000 followers.
Dude,
I'm at
that's
88
so
right
nuts.
now. It's because bro, the way how the algorithm works. If you just keep pumping out new content, you already have good videos. Instagram's gonna pump those videos.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So yeah,
That's how it works, dude.
Content's a beautiful thing, bro. It's like when you want to talk about like working for yourself or whatever.
Yeah.
All these videos that you do, when you show up to a regular job, you put in 8 hours a day. That 8 hours you get paid for, you're never gonna make anything off that again. When you make content, you put something out online.
It's evergreen.
That content is
It's
working
would-
for you forever.
It's
Forever,
evergreen.
literally.
They call it digital real estate.
It's like
Yeah,
residual.
evergreen.
You're getting it
It's true.
residually for life.
Especially with like something like YouTube or something like that. Like for Instagram, I'm not getting paid shit.
We were just talking
Yeah,
about
man.
that because we just saw like
You remember
Yeah.
He
I
put up
commented
his thing.
something on his
Yeah,
thing
he posted a video. He's like, how much I got paid for 200,000 short form views? Like $13.
Yeah. Look, listen, being a content creator, being an influencer, it looks great.
It's not for
from
the weak.
outside,
It's not for the weak.
But the truth is, yeah, at the beginning stages, until you take off, until it actually rocks, especially when you have such a big production or something like this, you're gonna be negative. Like you're gonna have
for
to
a long
invest
time.
in yourself before eventually it turns a profit.
Mark, why do you think that 99.7% of podcasts don't get past episode 1? Because they see podcasts, they like it, they want to be on a podcast, they want to talk their shit, but when they realize the work that's
The
involved,
intricacies,
and all of the stuff, like all of the different facets, like they're like, oh, it kind of.
That's why you gotta respect Iconic Podcast, man. At the end of the day, these guys keep showing.
We out. We're
Everyone
back.
who's watching these videos. Listen, it's such a simple thing, but all you do is leave a comment for the boys.
That's
Show
it.
some support.
Like,
put
subscribe.
something in the comments that's controversial that you want to disagree on with someone. And bro, before you know it, that's gonna have 50 comments underneath it of
literally.
other people's opinions.
We're about to get our girl Hemingway to come out for us.
Let's do it.
Hamilton's about to have some real serious takes on this podcast.
All right, listen, we appreciate you guys rocking with us. It's been episode 32 of Iconic, and we're gonna see you guys next time. Mark, you got anything in final you want to throw out to the audience?
I'm about to change the name of my body count, but that's about it. But for real though, God bless America, man. I know that
God bless
we're
America.
in a real difficult time right now. This is 9/11, so everyone knows like this is a really heartfelt time for our country. We've been through a lot, but I think that the country needs to unite. And sadly, I'm going to be honest, I don't believe it's possible. I don't think that people are going to unite. You see how much they've divided us.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to get people to unite. I don't know what the end goal of this is. I know it sounds terrible, but when you have someone who's so far this way and so far that way, trying to get us to meet in the middle, it's going to be a very difficult thing.
It's very true.
So as Americans, all we can do is fucking get along with your neighbors.